Welcome to Chat GTA. Today is going to be our final episode for the semester.
Wow.
We're joined here by myself, Ethan King.
Justin Pate.
Paul Schuhart.
Trey White Owl.
That started off a little rocky.
Well, we're used to Paige, or not Paige.
We're used to
Isabella usually
introducing us.
Isabella gave us all COVID at the beginning of the week, so she's not here.
Yeah. Our fifth host, COVID.
Yeah, and we may not be here again, so we'll see.
No,
but,
we miss you, Isabella.
That's
I hope
actually
that you're well.
That's actually why this is the final episode. It's getting shut down.
Yeah, COVID,
Should've all worn
it's
masks.
over, but
That's funny.
we decided to go with a special theme for our final episode since the four of us are graduating. We're going to be taking over the show and going off the cuff a little bit, I think. But what's been going on, guys? We're in the final stretch.
Dude, we are in the throes. We are in the throes.
That's
I don't know about you. I'm in some throes right now. But no, we're doing good. I found out there's like 2 weeks of class left.
Yeah.
I thought there was going to be a little bit more than that, but that's not happening. But we're making it, knocking out this final project, doing our thing.
Yes, we are. We're trying.
Me and Paul been slaving, getting it done, trying to get it done. Yep.
Yeah.
What you guys got down on that end?
Same with the project, man. I'm still shooting interviews for mine. I got my last one
wow.
today being Wednesday the 10th, and I need to have it done in like a week. So
I think your review's on.
The 22nd, I think.
Yeah, they put it on our calendar.
Yeah.
it's going. The process is happening, and I'm working on it, and I'm struggling, and that's okay because I'm almost at the end. So
it's part of learning.
It's
part of the
no matter what
experience.
happens, I'll be done
There
in
you
a few
go.
weeks.
There
So
you go.
Anyway, it's been a grind, man.
Yeah.
It's
Trey, what you got?
I'm pretty much almost done. I've just got to add a few more paragraphs to the paper
So
aspect.
you
of
went
it.
with the final paper.
Okay, so yeah.
I went yes and no. I went with a paper / manual / videos. I had to do like 9 to 10 videos on how to create certain graphics, go through a whole.
You got to do a
system.
tutorial series?
Yep, I have to do a tutorial series.
Bro, when I tell you I could have knocked that out in 30 minutes, and now
the
they got me
tutorial on?
doing this giant documentary.
It's basically going over how to make a effective graphic for everything.
Okay.
That's cool.
That is
Okay.
That's
really
actually
awesome.
helpful.
That-
like,
yeah.
for the
really
for the
solid.
department.
And,
one of us is doing something helpful.
Yeah,
wow.
a quarter of us are doing
one of
something
us
that's
is-
important. Yeah.
Wow.
But I've got to just add in the YouTube links to them, get them posted onto YouTube, and then a couple of paragraphs for the final
Man, Trey's gonna be
paper
chilling.
part of it, and then
yeah,
I'm
he is.
basically done.
That's what's up, man.
That's what I should have done.
Well, I know.
man, to
You
be
could have done
honest.
Studio B. Me and Paul could have done the main studio.
Yeah.
That would have been. We could have
Man.
left a legacy of
Absolutely.
how to do our
Absolutely.
jobs for the
Absolutely.
next folks. But
And now the
we
next
weren't
one's
that smart.
they can just figure it out. The next one's can just figure it out.
Yeah,
That's part of
I'm
learning.
okay with
That's part
that.
of learning.
Maybe we should talk about what we're doing. I think we're all doing.
Oh
a
yeah.
30-minute
What's your documentary?
Yeah,
about,
I got this
Justin?
documentary about the theater department. They put on this play called The Miser. Pretty cool. Luckily, I shot it all like 6 months ago, so I barely remember anything about it.
Nice.
And now I'm coming back to edit it. It's like I'm watching it, reliving it all over again.
Are you just having some characters in there named Heat Miser and Freeze Miser? No.
No heat misers or freeze misers.
No.
But yeah, no, it's going fine. I think I'm gonna live. I'm gonna live. I'm trying to make it not a documentary that you would turn on and go to sleep to because it's so boring. But right now, that's what it is. But it won't be, maybe.
A little hard on
I
yourself.
fall asleep to everything. It'll help me. Don't
Okay,
worry.
cool, yeah.
Nice.
Well, then that is helpful for someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trey can sleep to it.
What
That's
you
good.
got, Paul?
Yeah, I'm doing mine on this couple that don't live in Clarksville. I actually don't know how to describe it just yet. So yeah, they're just like
It's just vibes.
yeah, it's really just vibes right now. So I'm still working pretty hard on it.
This is not sounding very convincing.
So I don't know. I don't know how to describe it.
No, it's
just
solid,
yet,
man.
so.
I've seen clips.
Do you have a better pitch when you go into present what you've done so far?
Yeah. It's a love story.
There you
Okay.
go.
It's
There
a
you
love
go.
story that's near its end of its life, I guess.
Yeah.
It would be the best way to describe it.
Okay.
And it's a new chapter for them. So
Yeah.
they
Very nice.
they used to live in Brazil for like 20 years. Now they're
Very
back
cool.
in Clarksville.
So you got probably some archival footage of Brazil, maybe
I do not.
share? No.
Yeah, he actually
We're
is going to be
actually-
gone for like a week. He's heading to Brazil.
No, we're actually going out into the parking lot where there's a couple trees, and we're going to film those. We're going to say that that's Brazil.
Just like Photoshop. Yeah. I don't know what trees are native to Brazil, but it probably looked pretty funny if you Photoshopped them into the flower beds out there. over all the weeds and the
All
flower
right, Ethan,
beds
tell
out
us
there.
about yours and wrap us up, man. We gotta
So
move on.
I'm doing a documentary about the December 9 tornadoes here in Clarksville and kind of the
Okay.
recovery effort ensuing from that.
Never forget.
Hey, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So I'm talking to like city workers, folks who are volunteering. I talked to the mayor yesterday.
Big
I'm going to
time.
be talking to somebody
Big time.
from Mosaic. Today is going to be my last interview. Thank goodness. I'm tired of
Yeah.
shooting interviews at this point. I've done.
Yeah.
I did 1, 2. So I did one interview.
Okay.
And then I shot an interview at Gas and Water, and I thought it was going to be one person. So I showed up with my batteries charged adequately for one person.
And then all of a sudden there was.
I swear every Clarksville Gas and Water employee was ready to be interviewed, and it was all great. Unfortunately, I thought the documentary had to be like an hour. Unfortunately, I was
24.
ill-informed. I think I just wasn't paying close attention when they were telling me
Probably
what
so.
to do.
It could be both.
But it's got to be half an hour. So with 2 interviews, I already had more than half an hour, way more. Then I shot a 3rd, 4th yesterday, and now I'm shooting a 5th.
Wow.
So I got some selects to make and some cutting
absolutely.
to do.
Hey, just cut a whole character out.
I'm gonna honestly.
I mean, that's what I would do.
I'm cutting a bunch of Gas and Water, and I'm probably not gonna include this guy that I'm interviewing today, but it's already scheduled, so
Yeah.
might as well.
You know, eye candy at least, right?
And we have collectively a final screening
yes, we do.
of our documentaries.
Yeah.
Which I think may have had something to do with the 30-minute time constraint, but you know.
I'm going at 24. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm probably I'm gonna try to hit 30. I might go over it. I'm not gonna say unfortunately.
If it hits over 30, I'm standing up and I'm getting out.
yeah,
I
please.
will watch
Yeah.
up to. I'll watch up
Yeah.
to 30.
I'll go last, and I'll hit
Up to 24.
31, so everybody just leaves. That's what I'll do. But
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
go ahead.
We're at 7:30 on our time. We got a trivia question
Yes, we do.
for today.
Yes, we
I have
do.
no clue what the theme of this question
I
is.
can't wait to
Christian,
get this
brought to you by
horribly
Christian.
wrong.
What do we got?
In light of graduation,
In light of
Oh,
graduation,
no.
a trivia question involves pomp and circumstance. The song, the grad song.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, didn't know that.
It was originally purposed for a different meaning.
Okay, it originally had a different purpose.
All right.
Okay.
It was created for the coronation of King Edward VII.
Okay. Was that the trivia question? Did you just tell us that?
Oh,
okay.
I thought that was the whole.
Okay, there's a little
Okay.
backstory. Okay, a little background.
What
Okay.
year was the song composed in?
Oh, so it was originally written for King Edward VII?
It was originally
You said?
written for King Edward VII.
What year was that? That was the question? Man.
How many King Edwards were there?
Oh, dude, there's at least
I don't
7.
know
There's at least
anything.
7
At
of them.
least 7. Yeah.
I feel like we're
at
gonna
least
be.
so.
I feel like we're just going to have it to like, oh, it was like like late 1900s, early 1900s, and then it's gonna be like
No.
all the way into the early
No, I was
1500s
going. Yeah, I was
or
going.
something.
I was going.
What's the current king's name?
I don't know.
Charles, I think.
King Charles. Okay, so and is he? I guess he's King Charles one because he doesn't. I've never heard of King Charles II.
There's been other King
Thrown
Charles.
There's
around.
absolutely
I feel like
been.
there's been a lot.
But that doesn't have to be consecutive. Like your father has
Yes,
to be
it
King
has to be-
Charles for you to be King Charles
It has
II.
to be
Yes.
consecutive.
So
All
King
right, I got a
Edward could
number.
have been
7th.
the king right before Queen Elizabeth.
That's true.
Maybe.
I'm thinking
All I know is King George, which I think was the 3rd, was the one during the
1776, right?
yeah. We don't like that.
I got
guy.
my guess.
Yeah.
I'm
That's it, but
going-
I'm changing it.
I'm going crazy.
I see.
And you
I'm
said
trying
for his
to.
coronation.
Yes.
What year's his coronation?
Is that when the baby's
What
born?
year the song was
That's when
Composed.
he's made king.
Oh, made King.
Oh,
got it.
composed, but it was composed for his coronation.
is composed for his coronation.
Wait.
I got a number.
What year was the song you like made for King?
Yes.
Okay.
That's when the song
Can
was
we
created.
Google
with
the
your-
answer before we write it down?
Negative.
Okay. For everybody wondering, Christian said no to
I
that.
said no. Okay.
I feel pretty confident about
I'm
this.
going crazy with my
I don't have any
answer.
reason to feel confident, but I think I do.
I'm just gonna get it horribly wrong, like I said earlier. Just there's no
So
way.
we'll just see
I'm
who
gonna
gets
get
the
it right.
closest.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Man, I hate we gotta wait. I'm like,
I just
kinda
tossed a
wanna know.
random.
Can I see it
I just tossed a random number. Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I was hogging the pen. My bad.
Oh,
My
yeah.
bad.
I didn't want to say anything. I did notice that. I was like, is he gonna hand that over? Or should I say
There's
something?
probably more than 4 pins in this room, but I just don't.
There's not.
It's hard to find. It's so
don't know.
dark in here. No, I'm just kidding. All right, what we got on our agenda here?
I just want to say that everybody has 10 fingers and they all bleed. So you have that. You can write with that.
What?
What are you
Wait,
talking
what?
about?
Wait.
You said do we have more than like 3 pins, and I'm like, yeah, we got 10 fingers each, guys. I mean, just you can
if
use
that's the
your blood.
case-
What's the
right.
correlation?
I'm just saying that if you can't
If we
write
have
with a
something
pen,
else without a
just
pen.
hold
Totally
your
not.
hand and then write
Oh,
with
like
that.
bite the tip of my finger
Yeah,
and then just
you
roll
know,
When I
it
tell you
off.
how confused I was just then, a
Yeah, I
second
was
ago,
totally
you
lost.
totally
I feel
lost.
like
Sorry.
there's
Yeah,
got
that
to
was
be
just-
steps before that, like
Kind of
going
like
and
a-
getting up,
Kind
and
of like a
getting
horror
pin.
movie right there.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
right in blood the
Yeah.
entire
Yeah,
way.
not with
You
that.
know, I guess some people just think differently.
You know, hindsight 2020.
Speaking of hindsight,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
that transition was incredible. What's some of your favorite memories from your time here at Austin Peay? How long have you guys been
that's
here?
what I was
Also,
going to ask too. So I graduated high school in 2018.
Oh, wow.
Spring of 2018.
Same.
And then I came straight in
Yep.
fall of 19
Fall of
fall of
18.
18. Yeah, and I've been here ever since.
Wow.
That's crazy to think about.
I think I graduated 2016, 2017, somewhere around there. Took a year off.
Oh, okay.
I moved here.
A little gap year, yeah.
I moved here, so that's what. I was in Texas at the time, so I was trying to figure out where I wanted to go, and I moved here, and been here ever since. I think 6 years.
Yeah.
6 years.
That's what I'm looking at too. What about you?
I think I started 2017, fall of
Okay.
2017.
Oh, so you caught up. Oh, so
Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
started
yeah,
with
yeah.
the dual enrollment program, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
started.
Yeah,
I started
yeah.
early,
Came in with some.
and
credits.
I think I got over here. I mean, I think I was already taking comm classes in like 2018. So
crazy.
I mean,
Oh,
I've been here.
yeah,
but-
been doing the thing.
It's I've been in here.
Trey, you said you were like me.
It was
2018.
basically like you. I actually started at Austin Peay as a mathematics education major and didn't even start.
Wow.
I didn't even start
Wow.
into the comm program until around 2020.
And how long did you last? Oh, so you lasted a good 2 years as a math.
Yeah,
I would have absolutely perished. I think.
yeah,
if, if that would
the-
have been me.
That
was-
is kind of the opposite major
Of what
from
comm
a comm.
is, yeah. A lot of people take comm
I
right
think
to
that's
avoid.
opposite ends of the
Yeah.
college
Yeah.
major spectrum. here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I took comm to avoid math, and so
Same.
I do need to say this. We're talking about memories. I need to make a shout out. My very first memory, earliest college memory was. Is it lead day or what do they call it? Govs row?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what
Gotcha.
lead day is.
I don't know if
sorry.
it was already called that.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Where you come up in the summer as a high schooler and they get your classes together, right?
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Well, I have 2 stories. I'll just tell the one that's relevant to this. First of all, we're sitting there on the computer. There's lots of people around. Some professor, real fancy looking guy, comes up and he's like, "Okay, yeah, you need your 1 math credit, right? So you need to take Algebra 1." And I was like, I don't know. Algebra is not really where I'm at, But again, I'm an 18-year-old kid. I'm like, okay, I assume that's what I have to do. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. In my head, I'm panicking. I'm like, ain't no way I'm gonna pass Algebra 1.
Yeah.
Historically, not a good math guy, but a student comes over, like a existing college student, and is like, "Nah, you don't want to take no Algebra 1." He said, take this instead.
Yeah.
Put me in old math 10-10, the most basic math that there
There you
is.
go.
And we talked about voting patterns.
Oh, same.
We
same.
like cracked ciphers.
Oh, did you have a?
Oh, that class was brutal for me.
Oh, dude, I
Professor
think
Fox?
Yes, dude.
yo.
Dude, we could have been in the
That's
same
crazy.
class.
You come from-
Was it your first class?
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
no.
we possibly
Monday,
could've-
Wednesday, Friday
Yes.
at like 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock or
'Cause
something.
I know we were both in Dr. Golden's class.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah.
there's a
We
good
very
chance.
well were in there. I sat
Oh,
next to this
dude.
girl, talked my face off, bro.
Wow.
And it was like, and I saw her a few semesters later, and I had to do the old like. this right here. Anyway, but shout out to that person, whoever you are, that helped me that day. Really saved my college career, probably.
Nice.
Oh,
So.
that's
Nice.
crazy. Oh, okay. I guess.
What about you?
Man, I think probably Dr. Golden's class is probably one of my favorite memories.
Man, we had a great
just
time
Getting,
in
just
there.
getting lit up in that class was just so
That
fun.
was a little like foreshadowing because me and Paul were in there, but we weren't really buds at that point.
Oh, with
yeah.
Tim Golden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was in that with you. I
Also,
want to say.
I think so.
I think I took mine in the spring, possibly.
yeah.
Is that what it
yeah,
was?
I'm pretty sure. Man,
I was,
that
I was pretty
that
quiet.
something.
I was pretty quiet as an
Same,
undergrad.
same.
as
I
an
don't think I
undergrad.
said anything probably until 2 years ago, to be honest. I don't know. That class was crazy, though.
Lots of yelling. It was a fun time though.
It was
Like,
good.
it was funny because my first semester I had no comm stuff, so I was like, bro, what am I even doing? Like what are these classes I'm even in? And then we finally got into some good So we got into some stuff. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I think my second favorite memory, if I could just insert this real fast, was
for it.
probably being asked to produce the verdict.
Oh,
That was
nice.
pretty
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of ran that into the ground and then I kind of left. But it was great. It was a good 4 years.
Yeah. You did it for 4 years?
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah,
that's
my whole
incredible.
All right.
freshman
That's
to senior.
Man, ran that thing.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Say what you will. Right now, the verdict is over there at
Yeah.
the same time as us shooting, I think, independently. So
Yeah.
you must have
You
been
grew
doing
it. You
something.
grew
I
it.
did
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. It lives
The
on.
verdict is-
It lives on.
It lives on.
Is out of the
Solid.
nest.
Yeah. We should have watched some old verdict. That's what we should have
man.
done.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
It's so weird to see like the shows that were like the seniors were producing when we were like freshmen.
Yeah.
It's just totally because
They were going in.
I would view them as like adults at that time, and now
Oh,
we are
yeah.
them, and I'm like,
We're just
I
making
don't,
it
I
up.
don't
Yeah.
know what I'm doing.
Just making it
I
up.
don't know if they knew
Now,
what they
now
were
you're
doing.
making me feel old.
It's man, it's weird, especially like helping with classes and stuff now,
Oh,
dude. It's
yeah.
just such a weird thing, especially when there's students that are older than you in the classes.
And they're asking
That's
for
a
your
strange
help.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what am I?
Like, yes, sir, I can help you.
Yeah. It's strange.
That's the great thing about college, though. You got
Yeah.
you got all walks of life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's I think another strength of Austin Peay is, I mean,
Yes.
anybody could you come across anybody in here.
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
There's always there's never a lack of diverse viewpoints in there,
Yeah.
which is great for creativity.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, it's
Makes for
it's
some
something.
interesting class
Yeah.
combos
Yeah,
sometimes.
if you come to school here, you will be in some groups of people for like group projects that you never would have probably known otherwise. I mean,
Yeah,
you'll meet
absolutely.
all manner
Absolutely.
of people here,
Yeah,
which is,
absolutely.
and you'll have to learn to adapt a little bit to what other people say and do and think, which is a learning tool.
Yeah.
But that's some of my favorite memories too, just being in group projects with people, because I didn't talk to anybody until like the past few years. I got here.
Yeah.
I was 17 when I started, I think.
Wow.
I didn't say a word, I don't think, till I turned 19, maybe even 20, to be honest. So it was always a learning experience to be in like group projects and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I hated group projects.
Yep.
Now I think
I have
group
a couple
projects are
swirling
great.
in my head right now. I can think of.
Our group projects were always
Hey, we
popping off.
did smack one group project. I'll tell you that.
Man, we made
Roll the clip.
loaves and
Roll
fishes.
the
Yeah,
clip,
roll the
man.
clip.
Roll the
Put it in
clip.
post.
Figure it out,
Put it in
figure it
post.
out.
Yeah.
We made a loaves and fishes commercial that, I mean, it
It
was
slapped.
slapping.
I was
It was pretty doggone
proud of it.
good.
I was proud of it.
And that's, I think we were able to all kind of lean into our strengths too with that project, which improved it a lot. But just having, that was like the first thing that I'd ever like really made. It was like, oh, I need to have this on my portfolio,
on my
or,
flash
like-
drive, right?
like that's,
don't
you
delete,
know,
don't delete this.
that's at the top of my portfolio still.
Yeah.
But just being
Yeah, had
able
a
to make
great
stuff
time.
like
Had
that.
a great time. Help
Yeah,
the
and it was
community a
fun.
little bit, right?
Yeah,
know,
spread some
good stuff.
awareness.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that I always enjoyed. And then of course, Tim Golden's class.
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's
Excellent.
I mean, I wonder if some of the students now would survive that class, to be honest.
You know, they don't make them like they used
They-
to.
they do
I'll
not,
just tell
yeah.
you that right now.
And say what you will, we learned.
Yeah,
We
We're
did
in here
learn.
doing this stuff now because that's where we learned. So I mean, it must have been.
Yeah. Trey, what you got?
Must've been
What you
doing
got
something.
swirling in the?
I've got like 3 in my head.
Wow.
Go for it, man. What you got?
Give us one.
I think
Another
the
one.
first one was just me getting to like help with the first football game. And when I
Oh yeah.
went over
Was
to
that this
the
year? The one, or did you do one before that?
comp-
Like the
you
ones that I
mean-
was at, or did you do football before that?
I did football before that.
Okay,
I
continue.
was in undergrad doing football. I think maybe 2 years before graduating.
Nice.
And I remember doing graphics at the time because I did like the first 2 games or such. Then they moved me over to replay for like the next 3 or 4, and then after that it was just always between replay and graphics.
Yeah.
But that's the first one because I've always wondered like how they were able to like produce all the football games as well as they did, and being behind the scenes of it.
Yeah. It's eye-opening.
It's
eye-opening
eye-opening.
for sure.
It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
I still remember trying, and they can attest, I still remember trying to continuously climbing up that big scoreboard just to set up a robo camera. And I actually love
Facing
it.
your fears.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
The second one is probably isn't even when I was a comp major.
Oh.
It was like in my first semester here at Austin Peay. Like the, you know that building that's like right in front of the gym area. That's like the
Is that the
dorms
Red
for,
Barn?
like,
Is that what they call it?
I think it's
No,
like the
like-
back half of the Red Barn.
No, I'm talking about like it's a dorm building that goes like half girls side, half men's.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
yeah.
don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how I did it, but I followed the instructions completely. I was just in my dorm at the time, and I was just hungry one night, so I decided to make some popcorn. Somehow, some way, when I finished the popcorn, opened it up, and smoke just started coming out.
Nice.
It caused all of the alarms around there go like, oh my God, there's
no.
a fire going on.
Oh,
Get
wow.
everyone out.
Wow.
When they figured it out, I was just so
I wouldn't
embarrassed.
have told anybody.
Yeah, I would have put that bag back in the bike.
Yep, 100%.
No, that was not you. You didn't even just tell us that story just now. I don't think
Trey
we
was
heard
outside in his pajamas.
Yeah,
Eating,
just
like,
eating.
what is going outside?
Smoke.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on. Yeah.
I'm just out here enjoying my burnt popcorn.
Crazy how somebody would start a fire in there.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
guys want to bite?
Hey, I heard alarm. Everything good? I was
Yeah.
just walking by.
I just got here, actually.
I live in the dorms over there. What you
Yeah.
guys doing
Like,
here?
I'm just over here just seeing what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, a friend called me over, told me that there was a fire happening.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
I actually had a memory, and I can't believe this didn't come to me because I'm very vocal about this. My favorite memory is actually getting parking. You know, that was pretty
Oh.
fun.
Oh,
I
God.
actually
Come on,
so
Don't get us started on the parking.
Especially in the past year, anytime you get a spot right here.
Oh,
Oh, man, don't even.
I'm
Don't
taking a
even
bus
get
home, I
started.
guess.
euphoric, man.
It's crazy.
To find
It's
those
crazy.
parking spots. But you know, good problem to have. The school's growing. I guess that's what that
It's not
means.
a good
Yeah.
problem. It's a terrible problem. it's
I
a
mean,
problem
this-
that they should foreseen, and I think I don't know, plan accordingly. But I don't know.
I will say it's
I don't know,
probably as
man.
hard to plan because there ain't really anywhere
Ain't no
to
room.
expand as
Yeah.
far as
Ain't no room.
parking lot
Yeah.
space goes. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess we won't see. I guess we'll be gone.
Yeah, because
But
they
will
had
be-
added another
Yeah.
building, right?
Yeah.
future students will see, and hopefully it's better for them. But
Do you
I
wish
don't
we had
know.
a parking garage?
I wish that there was a
I don't even
parking
know-
garage in lot 7 instead of lot 7. I wish that there was like a 50-story parking
Wow.
Yeah.
garage.
Okay.
I wish there was a parking garage so high that I could drive to the top and then like base jump back down. And go to class. That's what I would love.
All right.
Wow.
I want to be able to go up there and just relax on top of that
Parking
imaginary
garages, to me, are
garage.
just I would almost rather not have parking issues, but they're a headache for me. Like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
anytime I have to go in, I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Like, I don't want to do it. I got some friends who go to Lipscomb, and they're like, nah, parking garages are not
wow.
where it's
No
at.
to the garage.
Because it's like, because theirs are like, it's like one way pretty much.
Oh,
so like if you get up to the top and
man.
you didn't find one,
You're done.
you
Yep.
hitting that 26-point turn, you know, to try to get back around. And so I rip to the Lipscomb homies, man. You guys are gonna get through it.
Man, they
You're
could
gonna
put
get
a
through
car elevator in a parking
There you
garage.
go, like
I've
those-
never
those-
seen
That
one,
would
but
be-
there should be one.
it. There's one.
And just have like a
in
valet
Murfreesboro.
on the other side ready to take it just in
Yeah,
case.
that's
Yeah.
what we need. Would you pay an extra, I don't know, $250 in tuition for valet parking service?
No, I would not.
In a parking garage for him to drive my car up the parking garage, but then I wouldn't get to
Experience it.
experience and see it to the top. A 50-story building in Clarksville, you could see the whole city probably. So I think that'd be.
tall. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would. I mean, we already got to pay for parking,
Yeah.
and I already got to walk all the way back. I don't even know what the number of the lot is. It's behind
Behind
the
that
school,
school,
back there.
yeah, dude.
Unless I
Hey, I
want to
can
get
get my
here at
exercise
6
in.
in the morning,
I
or
can
unless
get
it's
my
storming
exercise.
really bad and nobody wants to come to class, I'm parking back there, and
where I'm
it's
Yeah.
brutal, but it's okay.
Yeah. Dude, one of the hardest decisions I ever make on a daily basis is because I come in from the backside.
Yeah.
So I see that lot first.
Yep.
And so you have to gauge how full that lot is to
Yeah.
decide,
Yeah.
do you think there's maybe spots up in the front?
Yep.
Sometimes I'll risk it, sometimes I won't, because there's nothing worse than that drive of shame.
Oh, it
Back
is.
to the
Oh, that's
back lot
brutal.
again after
Yeah.
you've already
That's
gone to the
brutal.
front, and you wasted 5 minutes trying to find one, and it's a whole thing.
So I've wondered this for you because you're helping graduate teaching, right?
Right.
So would that technically make you a teacher and professor here, so that way you could park on
On the faculty side?
Yeah, on the
Man,
faculty side.
man, I wish
Yeah.
I did ask you about
good logic.
that.
Oh, you asked? There it
and
is.
the answer I got was a resounding, if you want a ticket.
Get back,
So,
get back to work.
So
I
I
feel like
parked,
Allison probably
I
told you
parked
that.
just like everybody else.
Dang.
Yeah.
It'd
Put your
be-
pants on just
it'd
like
be much-
everybody else.
Yeah, it'd be much cooler if I could, but
Yep.
you know what? That's okay though, because it keeps me grounded, and I can always know
Keeps you humble.
if I had trouble finding a parking space. Then I know if there's a couple students late for class, they probably just couldn't find somewhere to park.
Yeah.
Or they just
and
force them.
I'm there with them.
I've
I've been late a couple times because I get here and the back lot's almost full.
Oh, yeah,
Crazy,
that's
huh?
happened to me a
But,
couple times.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is at this
Yeah.
point.
All right, we got about 5 minutes left on this, just so everybody
Okay.
knows where
Okay,
we're at. I don't know
okay.
what other segments we got
I
today,
was just
but
going
what
to
you got?
say, I remember at the very beginning of this semester when the original time to be here was like, what was it, 8:30 or 8? We ended up having, actually, no, it was 8:30 because it's 8 now. So because of that 30-minute difference, every day I would get here like maybe 30 to 15 minutes before we're supposed to be here, get in, head in, and have maybe a couple of minutes to myself. I would just get in and see not a single parking spot
at 8
open.
o'clock? Yeah.
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 I'm just like, nope, I'm just going to go into the back lot. They changed it back to 8 o'clock. And the moment that change happened, all of a sudden there's parking
Everywhere.
spots galore.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, people trying to get to that 8 o'clock class, man.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, by 9, it's over.
Yeah.
Really, by
It's-
8, probably 15, it's
Yeah,
probably
by
over.
8:15, it's basically
It's
over.
gone. Yep. Yeah.
You know, we got like what, 5
Yeah, about-
minutes?
yeah,
You said.
yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about your legacies here? What do you think you guys left behind?
You know, I need to sign my name somewhere,
Yeah.
right on the the underside of a desk or something, so people will they'll be like, "Who is this guy?" I mean, I came in and did my thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was looking to,
Leave a marker.
just passing through, as they say. But if there's one time where they'll say, "Man, I wish Justin was here to XYZ do this thing."
Probably immediately.
Every
after
time
you-
somebody needs to do anything on the TriCaster, that's what they're going to say. You do have a good legacy because every time I go in that other studio, there's like a note that you've made to like the
Yeah.
thing with the lights, so
Yep.
people know where the
Oh,
lights
that's true. I
are.
should just sign my name. on
Everything I know how to do on the TriCaster, I basically learned
That's
after
true.
you
I need to write my
actually
name on
learned
it.
it in
I
class,
need to
and I
write my
learned it
name
from
on it.
you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of. I feel like you keep the TriCaster operations running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even in
that's
here,
been
I
my-
have to
that's
ask
been
him
my
all the
baby.
time. I'm like, dude, how do I
Yeah.
do whatever on the TriCaster?
That's been my baby for sure. Honestly, it may be easier now for me to do an entire TriCaster series than to finish my documentary that I'm already almost done with.
Yeah.
But Christian, hit us with that trivia, man.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Tell us
with
what
the
year
trivia?
King, what was it?
How
Charles?
badly
King
did I
Edward
get
the
this
Seventh.
wrong?
Is that who it was?
King Edward the
Seventh. Tell me that year.
created, and the song was written in the year 1901.
1901.
Man, I was thinking.
Trey was onto something when he
man.
was saying 19s.
Well, what's your answer then?
What you got?
I went 1859.
That's not far. That's only 40 years.
I went 1840.
That's about 42
1840?
years. or something.
1781.
70. Yeah, we just got worse and worse. I
Yeah.
said 1637. I thought we were going way back.
That's what I thought too.
Hey, shout out to Trey. Trey got
He was
closest,
close.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to guess early 20th century, but then I was like, well, Queen Elizabeth was queen like
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
of the
Yeah.
time. I feel like so I didn't want
How-
to guess.
How
guess
old was Queen Elizabeth again?
90?
When she died, or when she became queen?
When she died, let's say that.
I think she was almost 100.
I have no clue.
I wanna say.
I'm not spreading any false information on the airwaves. I've learned enough about
See.
misinformation.
See, that
my
was
classes.
basically.
I
haven't.
See, that's basically why I chose like that
Yeah.
in the middle
Yeah.
1800s because
Yeah.
it's like I think that was
Did
her
pretty good.
grandfather. I'm
Yep.
not sure, so I ended up just
Yeah.
saying
The only
it's-
thing I know less about U.S. politics is politics of a different country. Like, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
Hey, same.
She was born in 1926.
1926.
So
All
she'll be
right.
coming up on 100.
Wow.
R.I.P. to a legend, man. A real
Yeah.
legend.
I wouldn't go that far. I mean,
Oh, okay.
the little I do know about the UK politics, they've done some.
That's just
Hey, she did serve in World War II. She like drove trucks or something in World War II. So
Right.
that's pretty cool.
That's,
Yeah.
that's,
That's
I guess
pretty
that's-
cool.
what's up.
that's some-
That's what's up. Well, we got 30 seconds. Any last words for anybody in here?
Well, this has been really fun. I think this is a great episode.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah,
great.
Great time.
It's
See you
gonna
next
be,
season. Just kidding. It
It's
won't,
gonna be
'cause
weird. We
gone.
won't be here
Oh,
next
I guess
season.
there will be a season, but the cast will
It'll be
rotate a
different,
little
but
bit.
we won't be here. So we appreciate everybody who
Yep.
tuned in this season.
Love all
and-
these people.
And we'll be back they'll be back next season with some more Chad GTA.
Shout out to the crew, man.
Shout out to the crew.
Shout out
Shout out to the crew. We'll leave you in good hands.